Only on KHOU-11, a man stabbed at a local mortuary after finding bodies in disturbing conditions is now speaking out and suing Richardson Mortuary.
As far as the situation, it's horrible, it's unbelievable. A lot of people still think it's fake.
Also tonight, a shoplifting suspect being chased at the Galleria suddenly jumps from the second floor of the mall onto the ice rink below.
Storm chances make a return as we get into the next few days. We could see at least scattered downpour and thunderstorm chances. The details and the timing coming up.
President Trump says Iran and Israel have agreed to a phased ceasefire within 24 hours. He is calling it the official end to the war, what we know so far and how the world is responding.
Live from KHOU-11, your news starts now.
And we have breaking news tonight in Northwest Houston. Police are looking for the person who shot and killed a woman outside this convenience store. This is along West Tidwell near Highway 290. Police tell us the woman may have been riding a bike at the time when someone opened fire from a passing dark-colored vehicle, hitting that woman at least once. HPD is looking for surveillance video in hopes of finding the vehicle.
Turning to weather now for some folks, Monday started off with a bang as some scattered thunderstorms dumped heavy rain. We got a little time lapse there. Check out how dark the skies got in the Cypress area.
It's really something. Pat Cavlin in for David Paul tonight. What can we expect tomorrow, Pat?
More of that. And it's going to be for the evening commute as well, just like we saw today. And it'll especially be for areas along I-10 and going points north as we get to the afternoon. Beautiful shot here now. Skies have really cleared out. We're still warm, though, 84, and the humidity is still really holding on tight to us here. The grip still being felt. 91, the feels like temperature at 10 o'clock at night. Radar is quiet, though. Like I said, we've really cleared things out. On the wider shot, you can see not a whole lot going on, at least on the eastern half of the U.S. as high pressure really settles in. On the edge of that high, though, big storms from the high plains going all the way up into the upper Midwest. That's going to stay far away from us. But as we get into tomorrow, we do start the day with a couple of downpours, especially across eastern Harris County off of Galveston Bay. Coastal spots could see a spotty downpour or thunderstorm as well. That chance will continue through the morning hours. I would say once we get to the middle of the day into the early afternoon, though, storms will start to blossom along the coast and then fire up northward. So I think around 1, 2, 3 o'clock, that's when the city and points north really start to get in on the storm action. And that'll continue at least through that evening commute before things start to wind down after sunset around 8 to 9 p.m. Hour by hour, your forecast looks like this. For Tuesday, we start off around 80 degrees. We get to about 90 degrees for the afternoon. And then once those storms get going, temperatures take a slide back into the 80s, but we should still make it into the low 90s for high temperatures. 60% rain chance tomorrow, same deal for Wednesday, and still 50% rain chances Thursday. We do trend drier by the weekend. The details on that and a look at the tropics. But I see you back here for the full forecast in 15 minutes.
A lot happening. Thank you, Pat. President Trump says a ceasefire is set to take effect in about an hour between Israel and Iran, bringing an end to what he is calling the 12-day war. This follows Iran's attack on a U.S. base in Qatar. Iran reportedly giving Qatar a heads up before sending more than a dozen missiles, giving everyone on base time to get out. That attack was in retaliation for the U.S. bombing of 3 of Iran's biggest nuclear facilities over the weekend. The president says the U.S. was able to intercept 13 of Iran's missiles and let a 14th land in a remote area. No one was hurt and no damage was done to the air base. There is mixed reaction among lawmakers in Washington over whether the president should have gotten congressional approval before the bombing. Members of Congress are set to be briefed on the situation tomorrow.